Here's something that's going to bother you. Every month, without knowing it, you're paying a tax, not to the government, to a handful of companies that figured out very specifically how to design a price you can't see until someone shows you the math. Call it $450 a month. That's the conservative number. Some of you, it's higher. And look, I'm not going to show you a list of habits to cut. I'm not going to tell you to stop enjoying your life. What I'm going to show you is 7 boardroom decisions. 7 named companies. 7 revenue mechanisms that were designed, tested, and optimized to extract money from people making exactly what you make. And after each one, I'll show you the version that doesn't do that. This isn't a list of things you're dumb for buying. This is a list of things they were smart for selling you. None of this happened by accident. None of it is your fault. But once you see the mechanism, you can't unsee it. Let's go. Item 1, DoorDash. You open the app, you find the burger place you like. The burger is $15. You've done this 100 times. $15 feels like $15. It isn't. Here's what actually happens. That $15 menu price, it's already inflated. Restaurants on delivery apps charge 15 to 25% more than they charge for the same item in the restaurant. Not because food costs more to make. Because DoorDash charges the restaurant a commission, 20 to 30% per order, and the restaurant passes that cost to you before you even see the fee line. So that $15 burger, in the restaurant, it's probably $12. Now add the service fee. DoorDash charges you 10 to 15% on top of the subtotal. Another $2.25. Delivery fee, call it $2.50 on a normal order. Tip 20% because the driver is a human being, another $3. You're at $24, $25. For a meal, the restaurant received $11.04. DoorDash kept the rest. And look, I'm not telling you to stop eating food you enjoy. I'm telling you, you're paying a 60% markup on the enjoyment. The food exists, the restaurant exists, the price is what was designed. Now here's the part that really should bother you. Dash Pass, $10 a month, sold as the savings product. Skip the delivery fees, sure. You know what DoorDash's own published data says about Dash Pass subscribers? They order 50% more often. Dash Pass is not a savings product, it's a frequency engine. The $10 subscription fee is not how DoorDash makes money from you. The behavior change is $10.7 billion in revenue last year, built on the gap between what you thought you paid and what you actually paid. Item 2, the extended warranty. You just spent $400 on a laptop or a TV or a washing machine. You're at the register or you're at the checkout screen. One click from done. And the box appears. Ad protection for just $5 a month. You just made a $400 commitment. Loss aversion is live. What if something breaks? Here's the actual math behind that button. For every $100 collected in warranty premiums, 25 goes back to consumers as actual claims paid. 25 cents on the dollar. The other 75, 40 cents goes directly to the retailer as pure profit. The rest goes to admin, underwriting, the people who process the denials. The warranty industry's profit margin on protection plans is 10 to 15 times higher than the margin on the actual product they just sold you. I paid $180 for a laptop warranty over 3 years. Filed a claim, denied normal wear, doesn't qualify, the $180 was gone. The checkout screen is the product, not the protection plan. The anxiety you feel in the 30 seconds after a big purchase that was manufactured in the store layout and it's monetized at the register. Remove the anxiety and almost nobody buys the plan. Here's how you beat it. Before you buy any protection plan ever again, open your credit card's benefits portal. Most Visa Signature and World MasterCard cards include free purchase protection and a 1-year warranty extension. 0 incremental cost. You already paid for it. Item 3. The financed smartphone. The major carriers AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile figured out something elegant. A $1,000 phone feels like $1,000, but $30 a month? That feels like nothing. So they built an entire financing ecosystem around making a $1,000 commitment feel like a $30 decision. Here's the actual math. Mid-range major carrier plan, single line, call it $75 a month. MVNO carrier, same company's towers, visible, runs on Verizon's network, $25 a month. The delta is $50 a month. Over a 36-month financing term, 50 times 36, that's $1,800 in service premium for the exact same towers. The exact same signal reaching your exact same phone. That phone didn't cost you $1,000. It cost you $1,000 plus $1,800 in locked service premiums you couldn't escape because you can't switch carriers while you're financing. The total was $2,800. It was displayed as $30 a month. Same psychology as financing a car. The monthly number hides the total. I learned this one with something bigger than a phone. The mechanism is identical. You evaluate the payment, not the commitment. That's not an accident. That's what the payment structure was designed to make you do. When your phone is paid off, Google Visible, Google Mint Mobile, same towers, under 30 minutes to switch with ESIM, $600 back per year, maybe more depending on your plan. One-time action. Item 4, the subscription stack. You have subscriptions, probably more than you think. Streaming services, apps, software, maybe a fitness app. The average American household is paying $90 a month across the full stack, over $1,000 a year. That number alone isn't the problem. Here's the number that is. $205 of it per year goes to services that weren't used in the previous month. $205 for nothing. Now, here's the part that was designed. Every subscription in your stack is priced between $10 and $17 a month, not by coincidence. Research on consumer behavior shows a threshold somewhere around $20 a month. Consumers consciously evaluate whether they're using something. Below that threshold, inertia takes over. The subscription economy was built on that specific psychological line. Each service is priced just below the point where you'd actually think about it. Found a subscription last year I hadn't touched in 11 months. Went to cancel, 4 screens deep. Are you sure? Screen? Retention offer. We'll pause it for 30 days. The friction to cancel is not a UX oversight, it is the product design. The cancel button being 4 screens deep is a revenue decision. Here's what you do. Right now, list every active subscription you have. Today, not later. Cancel anything you haven't used in 30 days. Set a calendar reminder to audit the rest in 90 days. That's it. A 20-minute audit recovers $200 this year. Item 5. Brand name over-the-counter medicine. Fast one. Bayer makes Advil. 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. About 17 cents a pill. And look, I know what you're thinking. Is the store brand actually the same? Like, actually? CVS store brand ibuprofen. 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. 10 to 12 cents a pill. Same molecule, different box. The FDA requires identical active ingredient, identical dosage, identical efficacy. That's not me editorializing. That's the regulatory standard. The molecule does not know what label it's in. There is no medical difference. The only thing different is the box and the shelf position. Here's why the box is at eye level. Bayer and Johnson & Johnson pay the retailer for that shelf placement. Eye level is purchased real estate, a marketing fee paid to CVS and Walgreens. The generic is on the bottom shelf, not because it's inferior, because nobody paid to put it at eye level. You read shelf position as a quality signal. It's an invoice. 25 to 60% cheaper. Same molecule. Flip the box over, find the active ingredient, find the store brand with the same milligrams. That's the one. Item 6. The gym membership. Planet Fitness has 19.7 million members, 2,722 locations. Do the division. Roughly 7,200 members per gym. Physical capacity of a Planet Fitness location. Around 250 people at one time. Just sit with that for a second. 7,200 people, 250 spots. If every member showed up once a week for 1 hour, each location would need to handle over 1,000 member visits a day across 14 hours of operation. That's already tight. But the Mayo Clinic says the baseline for health benefits is 2.5 to 5 hours of exercise per week. Run the math at the low end of that recommendation, and you're looking at nearly 200 simultaneous members per hour during peak times. The gym physically cannot hold its members and keep them healthy at the same time. I want you to just hold that image for a second. 7,200 people, 250 spots. Someone ran those numbers in a boardroom and kept going. Planet Fitness does not have enough space for its members to show up. The business model mathematically requires your inertia. They are not selling you fitness. They are selling you the feeling of having access to fitness, and they built the revenue model on the certainty that most of you will stop coming by week 6. January is their best marketing month. Not because they care about your new year, because they know that the members signed in January are the ones who pay through August without showing up. Until 2025. Canceling a $15 a month app-based service required either a physical visit to the location or, and I need you to hear this, a certified letter sent by mail. The gym itself is fine. Exercise is good. The question is whether you're paying for a gym you use or paying a guilt fee to a company that engineered the guilt into the product. If you're going, great. If you haven't been in 2 months, that $15 is a subscription, not a membership. Item 7, buy now, pay later. Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. You've seen the button at checkout. 4 easy payments of $50. Your brain processes $50 purchase. The actual commitment is $200 spread across your next 2 months. Here's who's paying for that button to exist. The merchant is Klarna and Afterpay charge merchants 5 to 6% per transaction. That's nearly double a standard credit card processing fee. Merchants pay that premium willingly because buy now, pay later increases average cart size by 20 to 30%. You spend more, they make more. The merchant subsidized a psychological pricing trick that costs you money. The button isn't there for your convenience. The button is there because someone with a PhD in behavioral economics A/B tested it against 17 other checkout screen layouts, and this one made you spend the most. That is not a guess. That is what the companies publish in their merchant pitch decks. 56% of buy now, pay later users report overspending, missed payments, or purchase regret. That's not a side effect of the product. That is the mechanism working exactly as designed. Here's the total. Food delivery 3 times a week runs you around $312 a month, $24 average, conservative. Extended warranty annualized, call it $10. Carrier overpay versus MVNO is $50 a month, same towers, different price. Unused subscriptions, 17. Brand OTC premium, 5. The unused gym sitting on your statement, 15. Buy now, pay later, overspend on discretionary purchases, $40 a month. That's $449 a month. That's $5,388 this year, collected from you by DoorDash, Asurion, AT&T. Every subscription company that buries the cancel button, Bayer, Planet Fitness, and Klarna. Not as one number, as 12 separate line items that never appeared on the same screen at the same time. Because if they did, you'd have stopped a long time ago. You want the 10-year number? At 8% compounding, the tax they collected from you over a decade is around $79,000. I'm not asking you to invest anything. I'm not promising you a retirement fund. I'm just showing you what they took. Now here's what you do today. Pull up your last 30 days of delivery orders. Total what you paid. Total the menu prices. The gap is what DoorDash kept. That number is yours, not mine, not a stat, yours. That's the one I want you to actually do today, not tomorrow. Next time you're at a checkout screen and the protection plan box appears, close it. Open your credit card app. Look for benefits or purchase protection. It's probably already there. 0 extra cost. You've been paying for it. When your phone is paid off, not before. Because you're locked, look up Visible or Mint Mobile. Check the plan. Check the towers. If the delta is more than $30 a month, switch. Takes less time than the financing paperwork did. Your subscription list. Today. Write every single one down. Cancel anything that hasn't been opened in the last 30 days. Set a 90-day calendar reminder for the rest. The $200 is already yours. You just have to stop the outflow. Pharmacy aisle. Flip the box over. Find the active ingredient. Find the store brand with the same milligrams. That's it. Done. There's a full system for the subscription audit that's its own episode. The phone carrier math goes deeper. That's another one. And starting late 2025, buy now, pay later begins appearing on your credit report. That's a conversation we need to have separately. None of this was an accident. DoorDash built a fee structure that's invisible until you total it. Asurion and Best Buy built a checkout screen timed to your peak anxiety. AT&T and Verizon built a financing model that locks you into the pricing for 3 years. Every subscription company built a cancel flow designed to outlast your motivation. Bayer paid for eye-level shelf space so you'd read it as quality. Planet Fitness built a business that mathematically requires you not to show up. And Klarna hired behavioral economists to make $200 feel like 50. You weren't bad with money. You were the target of people who were very good at taking it. Now you've seen the mechanisms. The price is the same. The product is the same. What's different is you know who designed the gap between the two and you don't have to fund it anymore.